We wanted to, look at the importance of our board members, right? And they're all volunteers, right? They all volunteer and give their time freely, right? But we're also faced with the challenge of retaining these board members for the different number of reasons, right? Scheduling, work conflicts, life conflicts. We saw stipends as a potential solution, right? And these are by no means a very large, heavy burden or requirement for the town, but it's a modest stipend that we're going to walk through, right? I'm going to talk about only appointed boards, and I'm not going to talk to subcommittees. Okay, so this is appointed boards only. That number is about 95 active volunteers today. They make some of the most critical decisions here in town. What I'm proposing is that a $50 a meeting fee be set, right, for all of the appointed board members, right? I'm saying at this point, right, but I'm open to this, that they're only paid for the meetings that they attend. Right? And that we cap the compensation based on the predicted number of meetings that board would have in a regular year. For example, Board of Health meets bi-monthly, so that would be 24 meetings in a year, right? And if at $50 a meeting, that comes to for an individual member, $1,200 that they would receive as a stipend as a 1099 vendor. Okay, so at 3 current members, that would be a total of $3,600 for the Board of Health for 1 year. We would pay that in July for all the previous meetings of the year.
So one of the arguments about stipends is that there are people who don't run for the elected positions because they don't have the ability to donate their time. And are we missing out on their viewpoint and input because of that? Subcommittees of the council, they are not elected. Some of them did not ask to do this, but they've been asked to help, and they've said yes. I know that we can't touch stipends for us, but is it at all possible to address stipends for subcommittee members?
Council Vice President.
Is that outside the charter?
No, I think the charter is silent on it and it only speaks directly to the councilors.
Okay.
Was this looked at from a point of, this is what we need, this is what we want, versus what can we afford? Because I don't think those two work together.
The hourly rate of the wetland scientist that serves on the Conservation Commission is more than $25 an hour.
Mm-hmm. As is, I would imagine, everybody's here in their own professional rankings.
But currently today,
Yeah.
they receive nothing. It is what we could potentially afford in the budget, while, and understanding, saying modest in its approach and valuing the time of the individuals who are serving in these positions.
I don't want to point this in one direction or not. I just want it to be taken into consideration that first define what you need to establish and what you want to have brought from this program, and that is, a qualified and an excited board and somebody and a bunch of townspeople that are willing to work for you, and then see how you can reward them as best you can without, I hate to say, stampeding to a number. And that's from a finance guy. I can't believe I'm saying that, but usually that's a bad result by having a budget already and then spreading it
What I'm
thin.
offering is what could the budget be able to effectively absorb, right? And as a first consideration, right? And this came in so late that I think it has to exist, if it's going to exist, outside the current budget, right?
I ask everybody to send comments to me, and I will condense them without leaving any out. Just condense them, send them to you,
I'm happy to bring it back.
And we can revisit this. I want to give everybody a chance to look at it,
Digest.
try to get their thoughts in order, and then try to have a more productive spitballing session.